about those. But we have heard that former mayor Anise Parker is hopping in, and on the left, that is going to be something that people are going to have to figure out. So Anise Parker, Letitia Plummer. Anise Parker, Letitia Plummer. If I were to ask you what are the key differences, how would you say because y'all are both Democrats, what's the difference?
So they're key, first of all, they're more differences and similarities. Let me be very clear.
Okay.
I think the key pieces that I focus on is just how we handled teachers and kids with HISD. You know, Anise Parker supported the bond. Democrats did not support the bond. We did not support anything that Mike Miles was doing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is really an important piece because we all are now seeing what's happening with HISD in our babies. And so if you care about our future workforce and you care about what happens, we have to make sure that HISD is delivering. I'm a child of HISD. Yeah. You know, I'm a product of the HISD system. So that is one thing that is very, very big in terms of our differences. Obviously, she's a supporter of Kim Ogg. She, endorsed Kim Ogg against Sean Tier, and we know that Kim Ogg is all bad. She has now switched sides, and she, against bill reform, all the criminal justice work that I've done at council, and so that obviously concerns me. And then I think another piece as well, when I was with Turner. In the administration, the Food Not Bombs nonprofit was a big conversation.
Sherry Dorr.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sherry Dorr.
Shout out to Sherry.
Down there slanging.
That's right.
Barbecue ribs.
Yes.
No, actually, they're vegan. They do vegan, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do.
I don't know. They do vegan.
That was a big conversation. Well, under Parker's administration, she's the one who made that illegal.
So it's illegal now.
Under Parker's administration, she put forward an ordinance to prevent us to feed homeless people publicly, without a lot of crossing T's and dotting I's, and so it's a $2,000 fine. So all that we saw and that during that big conversation about in front of the library, that was kind of under the Anise Parker administration.
Wow.
So, and I'm obviously now on the front end of the civility ordinance, making sure that mental health support is there for our homeless. And then I think the final, and not even the final, but just one other top one I would say, is that during the Parker administration, there was a vote that happened with constituents that asked for us to put forward 11.8 cents into a drainage tax. You remember the drainage tax? The drainage fee? Yeah. We all ran on it in 2019 because they were misallocating those resources.
It was supposed to be in a lockbox. Remember that?
Yep. And it was going to general fund, right? Because that was a time where the tax, our tax cap was coming into play. The city was dealing, in her administration, the pension was a big issue. That's something that Mayor Turner settled at his time. And so now, ironically, fast forward almost 10 years, the lawsuit finally lands, and we owe Houstonians almost $415 million.
How does that even work?
That's back pay.
To who?
To that is back
pay.
Like
to their tax bill?
No. So that money was supposed to be used for infrastructure, for drainage, dedicated drainage and streets. And we were not making those repairs properly. And so Watson and Jones, two engineers, filed a lawsuit against City of Houston. This would be the misallocation of resources was done under the Parker administration, and then continued onward with under Turner administration as well. Yeah. And so now, a lot of our failed infrastructure is because they did not allocate that money the way they were supposed to. And that's why, a lot of the reason why every time it rains.
I got to figure, is it the button? Do I need to tuck it in? I got to figure something out over here. But
yeah, so those are very key issues I think that people should know. And obviously, I believe that we need a newer generation, someone who's seasoned, someone who is not a living and breathing career politician, to really be able to listen to what people are talking about and have the history of doing historical changes and making transformational changes in people. So this is not, in my mind, this isn't an easy, this is not a hard conversation.